Hurry up.
Good morning on this wonderful Tuesday. I just want to drop a quick video. I mean, what the heck, you know what I mean? And really, I mean, it's just something that's just kind of been on my mind, and I figured I'd just share it. So, first and foremost, this is Eric. This is the Eric Experience YouTube channel, and with one of my various businesses, one of which is, of course, Amuzing Timez. But gotta love it. Barbaric Fitness, which keeps me shaped to operate Amuzing Timez. And so if anything I say, please comment. If anything you like, share it. And of course, I would love you to subscribe. Well, let's get to it. Getting into business, be it Barbaric Fitness or Amuzing Timez, has been absolute joy. But it has also been a pretty, how can I put it? It's been a difficult experience. And we'll get into one of the topics. One of the topics I had in mind was really getting out there. You get into business because you love it, or at least you should love what it is you do. And I do love what I do. And I do love the joy that inflatables brings, not to just myself, but every single time I put it up in the yard or I put on an event, and as soon as somebody sees it, and as funny as it sounds, it isn't just the kids that love to see inflatables blown up in games and cotton candy machines and popcorn machines and so on and so forth. But adults too. I mean, it allows you a break from the normal day, and it could be in your backyard, it could be right around the corner. And so that's the reason why, I love what I do. And of course, getting into this business has shown me the different side of it, the part that goes away from the joy side of it. Of course, there's things you're gonna have to work on and get better at. And so that's one topic off the top is marketing. Marketing is huge. Marketing is so easy and so hard, meaning that effective marketing costs effective money, real money, not play money. It costs money to get out there and reach thousands and thousands of people, because thousands and thousands of people is what you need to put, you want people to see you. You want people to see you not so much for the glory and I want people to know who I am when I walk down the street. I don't care about fame. When I wanted to be an R&B singer, the fame wasn't the part about it. It was like how it would feel to see people sing your song, how it would feel when people were singing along, how it would feel to, years later. Like there's songs right now to this day that I sing that came back in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, early 2000s, so on and so forth, that still bring me joy. Like, man, not just, oh, I remember when this came out, how it made me feel, but this is good music. And so this is an opportunity to bring that joy, I would hope, long after I'm gone. I remember this event that happened, Amuzing Timez put on. And, if you can impact people like that, that's just a wonderful feeling. But you got to be able to reach them. And, there's some things that people need to understand getting into this business. And one of those things is marketing is just as big as, if not more important than the product that you're carrying. And simply put, because I went out, I bought inflatables. I had a pretty decent start. Unbeknownst to me, it was a baby start. And I mean a really baby start. And what I didn't bank on is the amount of money it's going to take to get into people's faces. And I wish I knew that the money I spent, I should have dropped $5,000 into marketing, and getting my website right and getting the right people on board to get me going. So, you know, you got to understand marketing is key, man. You know, just because you make some posts on social media doesn't mean you're reaching everybody. You know, you got to know there's levels to this. And depending upon the level, which the levels I'm trying to get to is way up here. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, there's levels and you got to be ready for it. And having said that leads me to another one. Do you know how many people take posts and share them? I bet it's billions, right? I bet it's billions. I would dare to say that pretty much every single person that you know that has any social media page has taken a post, shared it, or saved it, and whether they shared it social media wise or, you know, their Facebook, their Instagram, their TikTok, X, whatever, or they had their friends and family groups or whatever, and they've shared this post or whatever, I can guarantee you pretty much every single person you know of age who knows how to work a device has done so at this point in time. But do you know how many people, the same people who will go out and make sure that they advertise for other people, because it's advertising. To make a good person go viral, you have to advertise, which means that you have to share, you know, you have to post and everything of that nature. Will not share you. Let that sink in. It's funny, and I don't know why, but it's funny how that works. I could speculate as to reasons why people don't do it. Maybe they just don't care, or it hasn't come across their mind just how important it is for the small businessman. You know, people, you know, say, "Oh, thank you for sharing my business or whatever it is I'm doing." Dude, I share stuff all day, all the time. Why would I not share something that a friend or family member is doing, which took me 5, 10 seconds, 20 seconds top if I decided to add some nice words to say. So 20 seconds. It took you 20, 30, maybe a minute or two. They say you found a topic that you're listening, or you watched a video on YouTube and you screen recorded it and you cropped it and all the other stuff because you wanted to capture the right content that you wanted so you can repost it and make it nice. You know what I'm saying? I want to make it nice. And so you put all that love into it and you couldn't take 10 seconds, 15 seconds out of your time, out of your binge social media day to celebrate somebody local who's trying to make it. Because let's face it, small businessman is a beast. It's a monster. It's an ugly monster that is very hard to. It's very hard to overcome. Those extra eyes, really do help. But because I know how this works and because I understand that people just aren't going to do for you, they're just not going to. And it's not a boo-hoo crybaby situation moment. This is reality, and this is the reality I want people in business to understand, that the people closest to you are the people who are going to least likely to support you. And so that's the reason why it's important to get your money right. Get your money right, get your ads right, get your marketing right, get some great people in your corner. You got to pay them. These people have knowledge and you want the best. You want the marketing ninjas, you know what I mean? You want, great sites like Inflatable Office. You want, these gravy people, I'm always shout out Nick Glassett because let's just face it, the dude got me hyped up in terms of making the next move. Just because I caught a few of his YouTube videos when I really started researching the inflatable business. And there's a whole host of other people, that I could name off, and I'm going to show love to everybody that I've ever come across in future videos, simply because I want to give flowers to people, to make people understand that what you do is important and vital to the growth of any industry. So if you're a person that's sharing content, real content, not BS content, not stolen content, but you have the experience in the game, and you're giving game on something that has the potential to make somebody else realize their dreams, man, hats off. Really, hats off. So And I'm gonna give those flowers in the future videos simply because, you know, this is what it's about. You know, you gotta celebrate great people in this world. God put some beautiful people in this world, some angels. And when the angel drops something on you, man, you gotta celebrate and thank God for it. You know what I'm saying? He's working through these people. And so you can go ahead and grow. So, you know, that's one of those things that I wanted to share. Another topic, which is really burning right now with a lot of people who don't understand and who don't know, is the BOI. Is it beneficial owner information? A lot of people didn't know that what has passed, which was the actual cutoff date, was actually the 31st of December, that you had to have this information filled out. And if I said the name wrong, I'll make sure I correct it in the comments. But anyway, or I'll just put it on the bottom of the screen if I said it right. But it's the BOI. It needed to be filed by the 31st at first, right? If you didn't file it, based upon just basic information, again, I researched it, but I'm just kind of going off the top of my head right now, that if you didn't file this information by the 31st of December, you're going to be charged $500 a day. A lot of people don't know about it. And I think that's by design. Even though everybody's talking about it, everybody that I know is talking about it, because I'm in the world now. I'm in the spectrum right now. I'm constantly looking for, you know, ways to improve business, and this is one of those hot topics. And so that's the reason why I know about it. But there's people I know who have LLCs who don't know. And at first I was surprised, and then I was like, why are you surprised? I mean, you know, some people create LLCs now. I'm gonna be real with you now. I'm gonna rip the scab off and be real with you. A lot of people started these LLCs because they wanted that PPP. But got their money, got their little money, and forgot about the LLC. I hadn't thought nothing else about it. Here's my theory on this, okay? When I used to live in Michigan, they had something which was called the driver responsibility fee. Never heard of it. I never heard of it. And the driver responsibility fee, in short, meant that if there are certain infractions that you had done, they would assess this fee to you. If you didn't pay this fee, then another infraction, another thing would happen, which would cause more fees. And then, as you can see, how this can snowball. So if you're not even aware of this driver responsibility fee, you're screwed. I wasn't aware. When I asked the question, how could I not hear? Well, how could you not hear it? Well, what they did is they put it in the newspaper. They put it in the newspaper. How many people read the newspaper? Even back then, I was done reading the newspaper. I was done with it. But let's move on. So my experience was with it. It all stemmed from one ticket. One ticket. That ticket I paid. From that ticket was two $200 fees that were assessed over a 2-year period. You get $200 this year. Following year, you got to pay $200. So not only did I pay the ticket, but I had to also pay the $200 and the $200. So unbeknownst to me, I didn't pay the first year. Bam! License suspended. Pulled me over one day. Did you know your license suspended? No. Took me to jail. So guess what happens when they take you to jail? So now you got to get your license reinstated. You got to pay that fee. And now you're going to be assessed $500 for the 2 years. Still, I didn't know about the driver responsibility fee. They never told me that the reason why your license is suspended is because of this. It was just because my license was suspended, and now I have these fees. So now, if you think about it, that's $1,400. I'm in the hole. So I didn't know about it. $500. 6 months later, bam! Yeah, 6 months later. Yeah, because it went to the second year for the other $200. So 6 months later, yeah, bam, license suspended again. Like, what is going on here? So now, as you guessed it, $1,000 more I'm in the hole for. So I didn't know any of this at all whatsoever until I started working at this one job, and they collected driver responsibility fees. That was the first time I had ever heard of it. And they said, well, did you know that you owe $2,800 in driver responsibility fees? I'm like, what are these, first of all? They explained it to me. That's how I found out that how they advertised driver responsibility fee was in the newspaper that no one knew about. And I paid the fee. Well, my mom did, and thank you, Mom. And I'm calling these people, and we're talking about people with money who could have paid their fees, but they didn't know about them. So they're mad at me. I'm the collection guy, and I'm sympathizing with them because, long story short, I ended up quitting that job, man. It was garbage. And I said all that to say this. For all you people, whatever the reason was you got your LLC, this is going to tax you. This is going to get you. This is going to bite a lot of people who got money with getting an LLC and not really getting the LLC for the right purpose. And it's going to get those people who really got into business, who were really trying and struggling and realized this was more than I could have handled. I didn't realize it. And they didn't dissolve the LLC, which is very difficult. Well, it has its difficulties. And they don't know about this because they're not in the self-employment spectrum anymore. And you're going to get bitten. And there's going to be a lot of biting. There's going to be a lot of hurt people out here because of this BOI. So I pray personally that people get wind of this and you either dissolve your LLC if you're not using it, or you just go do the BOI. Now, right now, as of today, it's in litigation. They're fighting it, and there's no date due because I think it was the 12th or the 13th of this month. This is 12. This is January, so January 2025, and it was the 12th or 13th it was due. And so since then, since the last time I looked it up, it's been again halted for a moment. Do not allow grass to grow under your feet. If you have an LLC, it is not required for you to do a BOI. What I believe that they're going to say, Pet, you're going to have to do it. And if they say you have to do it, in all these hundreds of thousands of people with LLCs, just think about how many people have an LLC and how easy it is to get an LLC. Do you know how? I mean, it's so easy to get an LLC until it's just ridiculous. I've heard people, they have 7, 12 LLCs. And not all of them are doing like great business with their LLCs, but they figured out something and they're working it. And because it's so easy, you don't think about the backside of it. This is the backside, And I have more topics to talk about today, but this one right here ran long, and this is one I just kind of striking a chord with me, striking a nerve with me because of the driver responsibility fee that I experienced in Michigan. And I don't want this to happen with this BOI. So please, 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 if you see this, if you don't do anything else but share this one little snippet of information, you ain't even got to put the video up, just tell people. Please take care of this BOI thing if you have an LLC. If you have a business, take care of your BOI. Do not allow the system to I'm not going to say the word. Just don't let them do you dirty. With no Vaseline, if you know what I mean. Just don't do it. Don't let them do it, man. There's certain things that you have no power over. We don't have power over. This is something that's bigger than us, and so we have to follow suit. But please, do yourself a favor and stay on top of this BOI thing, because something's good, especially like this inflatable business, man. Almost every single day, I see a post of, oh man, my husband's thinking about starting an inflatable business. Oh, I just started an inflatable business. What inflatable should I buy? Oh, I just started. Oh, I seen this great deal. Oh, and all these people who probably didn't do the research like I did, who fell in love with just the idea, thinking that this inflatable business would be an easy money maker, and it's not. It's not. But just know, these are some of the obstacles. This is my obstacle series, so this is my obstacle series, and this is just a couple topics that I'm carrying on my obstacle series, not obstacle course, but obstacles. But anyway, please take care of this BOI thing. Please, if you know somebody in business, man, they would love for you to put that word of mouth out, social media, local, one-on-one, whatever. It really helps. And I'm only coming to you. I'm not asking you to support me. I'm putting my money together, because I've found that certain people will help you faster than other people. And you have to put yourself out there to know that you are up against a huge obstacle trying to make it. And as a small business owner, there are great people. Align yourself with great people. Align yourself with a great mentor. Align yourself with people who don't do for you for the sake of telling others. And yes, I've had people who's so-called in my corner, but every single time you turn around, they're telling people, "Ooh, you know what I did for this person?" It's not cool, man. It's an ugly look. Dude, one hand should never know what the other hand is doing. That's Bible. Anyway, so I've said all that to say this. Help people, okay? Help people out. They need help. I don't care who said I don't give a F and I don't need help. I need help. Help me. But anyway, it's all good, man. This is Eric Johnson, Amuzing Timez, Barbaric Fitness. Barbaric Fitness is in my blood simply because I'm going to keep myself healthy as long as I can to run Amuzing Timez. The Eric Experience. All love.